the station you count on for local news that matters. This is KARK4 Today.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on KARK4 Today. I'm Suzanne Bruner.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Walters. Thanks for being with us here. Wednesday morning, hump day, middle of the week.
Almost there.
Almost there, that's right.
But you guys are tracking possibly severe weather happening tonight.
Yes, some strong to severe storms possible through the overnight hours. So we're going to watch that forecast very closely. Pretty quiet for most of the day today, though, so I'll have details on that coming up in just a bit.
Sounds good. Thank you, Natalie. All right, let's get to your local news that matters. And this morning, we're going to begin with breaking news out of Little Rock, where police are currently investigating a triple shooting. This is the scene right now. One is dead, two critically injured. This is a live shot of the scene right now. The shooting happened around 1:15 this morning. Police tell us they found 3 people shot, which left 1 man dead. Police try to perform CPR on that victim. They confirm this is the 14th homicide in Little Rock. I can tell you 3 cars were involved. The only description police can tell us is they are looking for a dark-colored sports-style car. Now, the suspect or the names of the victims have not been identified at this time. We do have a crew on the scene right now, reporter on the way to gather some more information for us. But as you can take a look at your screen, this is an active scene. It's been active for the last couple of hours now. Crime tape surrounding this neighborhood. I've asked our photographer on scene if any witnesses are out there. It looks like police are just searching, getting some more information. There are some cars out there involved in this too. 3 cars, as I just mentioned. So we will continue to stay out there. As more information comes in, we will let you know. In other local news this morning, a leading manufacturer of firearms, ammunitions, air guns, and suppressions expanded its company in Jacksonville. Sig Sauer held a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the facility Tuesday morning. The facility produces brass bullets and loads premium pistol and rifle ammunition for the military, local law enforcement, and commercial use. Governor Hutchinson spoke about how this helps boost the Arkansas economy.
Well, this is really great for Central Arkansas because they started out, Sig Sauer, with 50 employees. Now they're up to 160. They're growing as a company, but it also helps other small towns across Arkansas that have contracts with Sig Sauer to supply, whether it's cartridges or brass, whatever the items are.
After the ceremony, Governor Hutchinson, along with Congressman French Hill and others, got a tour of the new facility.
I feel overwhelmed with all the love. I mean, I thought I'd have a little support, but I have a whole lot of support.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. People in the Sardis community coming together and building a tiny home for a homeless family. When Tony Clifton heard the family was living in their car, he wanted to do something to help them out. So he told KARK4's Michelle Turner that what started off as a small project turned into something big.
We love the Lord, and we're doing this to help one family out.
From the outside, you'll see this RV.
Inside.
But on the inside,
We got guys here from Cabot today, from Trasquid, Arkansas, all different churches, different denominations. We just have one common goal.
the goal, building this tiny house for a homeless family of 4.
They're just flabbergasted that someone would go out of their way.
Tony Clifton found out the family was living out of their car.
That shouldn't happen. I have so much. All I had to do is give a little, and everybody gave a little. And when everybody gives a little, it equals a lot.
That should be perfect.
From sinks, a toilet, walk-in bathroom, heating and cooling, a bedroom with bunk beds, this tiny house has it all.
It means a whole lot. Everywhere we go, people are giving us either free material or they're giving us good discounts on material.
A blessing in disguise.
Buzz on in here.
When you do something for this guy, it all works out for the good.
Turn that around. That doesn't look pretty.
Clifton says it means a lot to see everything coming together.
It feels good to be able to physically do something.
One step at a time.
We all do things all the time, but we don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. But I felt like this really needed to give other people inspiration that they can help.
Turner reporting right now. Clifton says the only thing they need is a membrance roof. The family has been staying with the Cliftons until the house is complete, so they hope to have everything wrapped up in about 2 weeks. If you'd like to volunteer or donate, you can find this story with all the information by going to our website, KARK.com. Well, it is 4:05, time for Weather on the 4s with meteorologist Natalie Walters. When people head outside today, what can they expect, Natalie?
I got a warm day on the way yet again, but we are talking about some thunderstorms in the forecast. Severe weather outlook does highlight portions mainly off to the west. That's where you have the orange sitting off through portions of the plains, through Oklahoma, down through Texas. Now here through central Arkansas, notice Little Rock just under a marginal risk, 5% risk. So we're kind of on the lower end of the scale here, but still could see some stronger storms as we head through the overnight hours. We're talking about the potential for damaging winds and could see some large hail. Tornado risk is low, but something we'll monitor either way as we do start to see some storms begin to push their way into the state late tonight and into the day tomorrow. We'll be looking at some thunderstorms across the region. But things quiet out there currently. Calm start to the morning. Temperature in Little Rock, we are hanging out at 60 degrees, so it's a nice mild start to the morning. We've got temperatures in the 60s and 50s across the state, 55 in Clinton, 60 in Russellville. I think you'll be pretty good, maybe even keeping the jacket at home for today. It's going to be warm. Keep a rain jacket or an umbrella handy for this afternoon. We have a slight chance for some rain here across central and especially western Arkansas. Has a better chance for some rain as we prepare for our next cold front to make its way into the state. And again, this could help trigger a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two by this afternoon. But most of the activity is going to arrive through the overnight hours. So pausing this here at about 7 p.m. Could see a few showers, maybe a storm or two, especially to the south and the west, and then continuing to see those rain chances build in overnight. So you may be waking up to some rumbles of thunder early tomorrow morning. This is 1 a.m. Showers and storms stretched across central Arkansas, continuing to push their way eastward, especially across southeast Arkansas as you wake up early tomorrow morning. And then a little bit more activity developing with this cold front by tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours as those push their way off to the east. We'll see some clearing conditions Thursday night. Friday, small chance for rain across eastern Arkansas, but overall I think we're going to see quieter weather here across central Arkansas for the day on Friday. Now, there is that severe risk tomorrow too as that front pushes eastward. We're going to see a chance for some strong to severe storms across eastern Arkansas and places east of the Little Rock area, but really kind of dodging right here through central Arkansas is that greatest severe weather threat is either going to be to the west and the east of us. But here's a look at that extended forecast. 70s today, 60s tomorrow. Looking great for Easter Sunday still with a high of 80. All right, that's a look at your forecast. Suzanne?
All right, Natalie, thanks so much. Next on KARK for today, Facebook back under fire after it released documents showed the extent of their data breaching. We're going to have that full story along with a look at what's trending this morning after the break.
KARK4 News is sponsored by Ferguson's Furniture.
If you're looking to feast, look no further because Checkers and Rallies has a 2-for-meal deal. We're talking 4 items for just $3.50. Get 2 sandwiches, famous seasoned fries, and a drink. Only at the home of the 2-for. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
Welcome to Newsfeed Now. Tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact.
We're giving you some of the biggest stories in the South and then breaking them down even further.
With journalists joining us live from multiple cities to weigh in on trending stories. Streaming live every weekday at 11 a.m. or watch anytime on KARK.com or the KARK app.
It's a brand new way for you to get your news.
Newsfeed Now with Aaron Nolan. Streaming live on the KARK app.
The right to play on any playing field, you have earned it. The right to hold a job, you have earned it. The right to study in any school, you have earned it. The days of separation and segregation are over.
Mitchell's Homes has the largest selection of manufactured homes in the state. We pride ourselves in building only the top quality homes. From a starter home under $30,000 to a beautiful lakeside cottage, Mitchell's has a home for you. Free setup and delivery. Open 7 days a week, 24/7 at mitchellshomes.com. Come check out our selection of first quality homes at any of our locations in Searcy, Batesville, and Wynne. Come find your new home today. At Arkansas Spine and Pain, we know that family is everything. It fuels our love, our laughter, and unfortunately, some of our pain. That's why we're here, to help you and your loved ones live pain-free. Get back to doing the things you love, fishing with the grandkids, playing a round of golf, exploring the natural state. So give us a call today and let our family at Arkansas Spine and Pain get you out of the painful cycle you're in. You deserve to get your life back ASAP.
Forget festivals. Have you been to a Rallies and Checkers Feastival? We're talking steak on a juicy burger, smothered in cheese. Steak covered in French onion sauce and crispy onions. There's even steak loaded up on fries. Just $2 each. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Welcome back. 410's your time right now. You know what was just released? It was the teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Fans are excited about this new film. It's expected to come out in December. I know you and DJ are huge Star Wars fans. I've seen a couple, but I didn't get this far.
I haven't been able to keep up with the newer ones that much. But I think it's interesting. They did Solo, so it was kind of Han Solo, and then now it's kind of Skywalker, so this will be interesting to see, that's for sure.
They just keep adding on to the franchise, but fans love it, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. And then Daisy Ridley, I believe that's her name. She's done a great job in all of the movies, so I'd be looking forward to see her in this one, too.
I wonder if you have to watch all of the movies in order to watch this one. I heard when they first came out with the new one several years ago, they said that you really didn't have to, I guess, but it looks really good.
It does look good.
Okay, so listen to this. People are saying that, okay, I apologize if I pronounce this wrong. Like I said, I haven't seen the latest ones, but Palpatine's laugh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Luke did just, Palpatine, sorry. Okay, Luke did just say no one is ever truly gone. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Maybe some people are coming back. We shall see.
We shall see.
Anyway, everybody's kind of saying this is overshadowing now because Avengers Endgame was all the big hype, and of course that comes out next weekend. Still looking forward to that, but this trailer almost overshadowed that, just for the time being at least. So
yeah. Speaking of which, did you get your tickets for Endgame?
No, I didn't. I need to. I'll have to check, see if they're still there.
I think did you get yours? Andrew, our producer, said yes.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, coming up, if you think you know how Game of Thrones ends, you could win big from it. I have no clue, and I love Game of Thrones.
All right. I haven't watched any, but maybe I should make a guess, and I don't know. Anyway, plus some storms in the forecast. Some could be on the strong to severe side, so I'll have details on that as we head into the overnight hours. That's coming up on your weather on the Force.
Next, E.T. Beyonce's homecoming is here and full of Queen Bee bombshells. We break down the extreme lengths she took to get in Beachella formation. Next, E.T. Weeknights at 6:30 on KARK4.
The 4th annual Mary Jane Moix Memorial 5K Run to benefit pancreatic cancer research is Saturday, April 27th at Moix RV in Conway. Sign up online by April 15th or on site the day of the race. Bring the family out for this worthy cause.
I drive up, I bring people Dish. I love it. Why? Because what I bring makes people go, whoa. Over 80,000 on-demand movies and shows. A voice remote that leaves them speechless. Live TV streamed instantly. And it's all getting us some pretty big awards, but my reward is that moment when I let them drive.
Wow. Ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. Dish, tuned into you.
Hey, I just wanted to...
Hey, there he is.
Are you looking at the results of yesterday's Constant Contact email? We were supposed to watch that together.
I'm sorry.
I can't even look at you.
Constant Contact email marketing. Powerful stuff.
Wimpy trash bags. Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hey, ladies. Buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex were sold head-to-head.
Come and enjoy a new experience in shopping for your home. At Aladdin Rugs and Home Decor, we have over 5,000 rugs in the latest colors and styles. Bring your pillows, your pillow shams, and sizes. We will help you select the perfect rug. We're #1 in customer service with 15,000 square feet of rugs, unique home decor, wallpaper, and flooring. Remember, buy today, take it home today, and save. Why wait?
The 4th Annual Mary Jane Moix Memorial 5K Run to benefit pancreatic cancer research is Saturday, April 27th at Moix RV in Conway. Sign up online by April 15th or on site the day of the race. Bring the family out for this worthy cause.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We do have some storms in the forecast today, mainly as we head into the overnight hours. We're talking about some showers, some storms, and some potentially could be on the strong to severe side. Now, the greatest severe weather risk is going to be off to the west of us. You can see the orange. That's an enhanced risk, a 30% risk of seeing severe storms within 25 miles of a point. That's situated off into Oklahoma, Texas, into Kansas. Now, we're under a slight risk for portions of western Arkansas. Line of storms will start to weaken as it does approach portions of central Arkansas. But we're going to monitor this as we head into the overnight hours. Really going to get a lot of that energy further off to the west. And again, falling apart just a bit as it pushes into central Arkansas. But western Arkansas still looking at the potential for strong to severe storms, mainly damaging winds. That would be the primary concern. Could see some hail. Tornado risk, it's there, but it's low, so that's something we'll keep our eye on for too. But notice for today, mainly quiet. We'll see clouds across the region. Heading into the afternoon, few showers, maybe a thunderstorm developing across the area by later today, but it's not really until overnight, especially to the southwest. We'll get a little bit more activity begin to develop across the region. This is 8 p.m., maybe a few storms. And then that severe weather threat pushing eastward as we check overnight. So this is 1 a.m. Could be looking at some rumbles of thunder and some on the strong to severe side as we head into the overnight hours, waking up early tomorrow morning with that severe weather threat pushing eastward as we check into the day tomorrow. So we're going to monitor for those storms closely overnight and for tomorrow. Otherwise, we got a nice day across the state. Temperatures across the region, we're going to be hanging out in the 70s for the start of the day, and then those storms developing later today. Could see a storm or two this afternoon, but bigger storm chances arrive tonight, early tomorrow. A cool day on Good Friday, followed by nice weather this Easter weekend, looking at 80 on Easter Sunday.
Natalie, thanks. At 4:17 this morning, Israeli researchers are calling it a major breakthrough. The first complete heart created with a 3D printer. Scientists at Tel Aviv University showed off their creation Monday and say it is a big advancement in engineering replacements for diseased human organs. The research team says this is the first 3D printed heart with blood vessels. It takes about 3 hours to print using current technology. Some really neat stuff there. Also, new data shows that Facebook creator and CEO Mark Zuckerberg wanted to figure out the real market value of user data to set a public rate for sharing the information. So documents show how Zuckerberg, along with his board and management team, found ways to tap Facebook's trove of user data. Jay Gray has a closer look.
On the minds of Facebook users right now, privacy. A review of more than 4,000 documents obtained by NBC News indicates executives at Facebook, including CEO Mark Zuckerberg and COO Sheryl Sandberg, discussed ways to sell user data in an effort to cut losses and grow the business.
This is a company that prioritized growth over privacy and every other value.
Facebook says the documents were cherry-picked from a court case involving a little-known startup, writing, "The sets of documents by design tells only one side of the story and omits important context. We still stand by the platform changes we made in 2014-2015. Concerns about how Facebook protects personal data have been growing since it was revealed the company improperly shared information from 87 million users with the consulting firm Cambridge Analytica. Zuckerberg discussed that issue with lawmakers during a hearing on Capitol Hill.
It was my mistake, and I'm sorry. I started Facebook, I run it, and I'm responsible for what happens here.
A mistake that some now worry hasn't been fully corrected. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Jay, thanks. Facebook cut off broad access to user data in 2015. The company would not comment on what employees said in those documents. Well, coming up next, just how much is your college degree worth? Well, studies say a lot of people don't think it's worth all that debt. Here are the full details after the break. 4:19 is your time right now. We'll be right back on this Wednesday morning.
When you need new floors and the best deal in the state, there's only one place. Georgia Carpet Mills, home of the waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof Core-Tech floors from U.S. Floors. Don't forget to ask about our 0% financing. Georgia Carpet Mills, the best-kept secret in flooring.
Marco! Polo! Marco! Polo!
Bigger is not better for some games.
Hey guys, I'm open!
But it is for the Big Win Scratch-Off. Get the supersized ticket that's packed full of ways to win big and get down to bigness.
Hank's annual spring cleanout.
$500 sofas, only $377, and $800 sofas, $688.
$900 five-piece bedrooms, $588, and $1,500 five-piece bedrooms, $999.
$1,000 sectionals, only $788, and $1,500 sectionals, $1,233.
Crazy clean-out prices while they last at Hank's Fine Furniture.
I recently bought an SUV from Mercedes-Benz of Little Rock, and I couldn't be happier because they listened to me and truly cared about what I needed. Their facility is top of the line, and the sales staff was so helpful in getting me in the exact car that I wanted. They have a large inventory, and I was so shocked at how affordable they were. I can't imagine shopping anywhere else.
My name is Kim, and I bought my Mercedes from the incredible people at Mercedes-Benz of Little Rock.
Celebrate with jewelry from J. Oliver's Jewelry Studio. We can now design your jewelry right before your eyes. Why buy the ordinary when J. Oliver's can create the extraordinary? Take something old and remake it new again. J. Oliver's, your full-service custom jewelry studio.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, I have an important message. You may be entitled to receive disability benefits through Social Security. Call the Citizens Disability Helpline today for a free, no-obligation consultation.
Hi, I'm John Cossey. At Crawlspace Solutions of Arkansas, we offer all things crawlspacey. Our clean space system will transform your crawl space into a dry, healthy, and clean environment. Call Crawlspace Solutions of Arkansas today for all things crawlspacey.
This is KARK4 Today.
Is the college degree worth all that debt? Well, many college graduates are divided when it comes to answering that question. According to a new study by GoBankingRates.com, 58% of graduates said yes, but 42% of college graduates said their degree wasn't worth the student debt it created. When asked about specific regrets, 1 in 5 people said they wish they would have studied harder. Now, most agree that they wouldn't have been able to get their current job without a degree. A line in the first season of HBO's Game of Thrones was just a warning to a ruler, quote, "When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die." Well, a tour company wants you to keep playing, but has something else in mind. So if you can guess the ending of the final series of Game of Thrones, you could win a luxury Game of Thrones tour of Croatia. Croatia is actually the site of some of the production scenes in the series, such as King's Landing, Bravos, and the Westeros Riverlands. Now, the lucky winner gets a 7-night custom trip for 2. It includes a hotel, tour sites with guide, and a speedboat trip. International flights are not included, though. That's something you have to pay for. Godiva is apparently racing to get out more chocolate cafes. The Belgian chocolate maker will soon be ready to roll out 2,000 of its brand cafes. The menu will include chocolates, bite-sized treats, pastries, and drinks. Godiva's success in places like New York, Chicago, and London has inspired a plan to increase sales 5-fold in 6 years. The brand is well known for its signature chocolates, such as its Gold Box and specialties. I welcome them to Little Rock anytime. Well, this not-so-little guy, that was a really big duck there. Well, he has the largest bathtub to sit in, so he's heading to Lake Erie this summer instead. The world's largest rubber duck is back for a nice summer of floating through the water. It sits more than 6 stories high. It weighs 11 tons. The duck has appeared in cities all around the world, such as Hong Kong, Sydney, Australia, Osaka, Japan, and throughout the U.S. It can be inflated in any weather, attracting about 1 million visitors in Pittsburgh in 2014. Taking a look at that, I'm ready for summertime now, Natalie.
Yeah, getting out in the water, doing things outdoors, for sure. Hey, heading out there for today, another warm one for today, starting to feel a little bit, I guess, more summer-like. Yesterday, we got into the upper 70s. We'll be just a little bit cooler than that today, thanks to some cloud cover across the region. But We are talking about some storms and potentially some on the strong to severe side. As you can see, Storm Prediction Center does have an enhanced risk of severe storms off to the west of us. You can see through portions of Oklahoma. But for us, we're talking about a slight risk, 15% risk of seeing a severe storm within 25 miles of a point through portions of central, mainly western Arkansas, marginal risk further off to the east. Storms that stay off to the west push their way into central Arkansas overnight, kind of lose a little bit of that energy they had before. And we'll be looking at, although maybe a few strong to severe storms, a lower severe weather threat than what's off to the west of us. Either way, still monitoring for some storms potentially producing some damaging winds or some large hail. Also talking about a small tornado risk, but again, I think that greater tornado concern is going to be off to the west too. 60s across the state, 65. Fort Smith 60 and Russellville 55 temperature in Clinton this morning, which is warmer than this time yesterday. So if you thought yesterday morning was warm, got another warm morning across the state. So heading out the door, maybe needing a light sweater, but keep that umbrella handy just in case, because we are looking at a few showers popping up by this afternoon as our storm system approaches us. We'll allow for a little bit of activity to fire up out ahead of our cold front, which will push its way through and into the state overnight. So you can see here, pausing this at about 7 p.m., maybe a little bit of rain, especially down to the southwest, but those rain chances pick up overnight. This is about 1 a.m. Could be looking at showers, thunderstorms, potentially some of the strong to severe side. So weather radios have them on and ready for the overnight hours. We'll be monitoring for some storms overnight. Continuing to see those storms progress eastward into the day tomorrow, posing a severe weather threat across eastern Arkansas for tomorrow before we start to clear out. Now, we could see a shower or two for the day on Friday. On the backside of the system, could be looking at a little bit of some precipitation. Right now, I think we're going to stay dry, but we'll monitor that for the day on Friday, and then looking at things calm. Beautiful, in fact, on Saturday. Severe weather risk for tomorrow, though I mentioned, does push its way eastward for eastern Arkansas under a slight risk for severe storms. I think the bigger story for us is going to be the rain, as we are anticipating between 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across portions of the state, especially central and southern Arkansas, places that really don't need a lot of rain right now. So we'll monitor for some flash flooding out of this system as we head overnight into the day tomorrow. But for today, great day, start of the day at least, I would say 75. Again, with some afternoon showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two for later today, and a little breeze, southerly wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Those storms do develop overnight. 63 for the overnight low. Here's a look at that extended forecast. Notice temperatures across the state that are going to be on the warmer side today. A little cooler Friday in the mid-60s, but warming up and looking great for your Easter Sunday. All right, that's a look at your forecast. Stay with us. We'll have much more KRK4 today.
The Jacksonville North Pulaski School District strives to be the model district where every learner is valued and empowered to become a successful, contributing member of society. Enroll now to invest in your child's future.
The Arkansas Minority Health Commission is committed to making Arkansas healthier, one free screening at a time. Our new state-of-the-art mobile health unit is traveling to communities across the state to improve your health. All screenings are free and provided by a registered nurse. Educational materials and referrals are also available.
Our mobile health unit is meeting people where they are because your health is our priority.
Find out where we'll be next or request a visit to your town.
When you're in a collision, it is that moment when your life stops. I'm Alan LeVar with the law offices of Alan LeVar. We represent people who are injured in motor vehicle collisions. We keep our caseload small enough that we can give personal attention to every client. Every client that comes into our office has their case assigned to 2 attorneys, and one of those is myself. If their case goes to trial, I'm there with them. Check us out online at safearkansas.com or make the free call to our office. Ask for me personally, and I'll give you the help you need.
Do you want to save up to $1,000 and keep your family cool, comfortable, and stress-free when a power outage strikes? A Tri-State generator comes on automatically, will run a few basics or your entire home, and is the only standby generator with a full 10-year parts and labor warranty. Call today and schedule a free home evaluation and get up to $1,000 off with payments as low as $139 a month. Why wait? Call today.
Ford is
is built for spring. So if you want low financing and big cash back on the SUVs, #1 in brand loyalty, get a Ford. If you want to save more on the brand with more SUVs on the road today, get a Ford. If you want the best deal of the season, get a Ford during the Ford Spring Sales Event. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash on a 2019 Escape or Edge. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At JNP, our scholars receive tailored classroom instruction, and scholars graduate high school prepared to enter the workforce. The Jacksonville North Pulaski School District, building futures. Every student, every day.
Count on for local news that matters. This is KARK4 Today.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on KARK4 Today. I'm Suzanne Bruner.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Walters. Thanks for being with us here. It is a Wednesday morning, middle of the week, talking about some storms in the forecast for tonight into the day tomorrow. So I'm going to have a detailed look at that forecast coming up in just a bit.
Sounds good, Natalie. Thanks so much. Let's get straight to your local news that matters. And this morning, we're going to start with some breaking news out of Little Rock, where a triple shooting on Cross Street took place early this morning. It is an active scene, as you can see right here, but Isabella Moeller joining us live now from the scene this morning in Little Rock. Isabella, I can see crime tape right behind you. What can you tell us is happening at this hour?
Hey, good morning, Suzanne. So this all started right around 1:15 this morning when police got the call that there was a triple shooting. 3 people were shot. They found that at Roosevelt and Cross. I'm going to step out of the way so you can try and see. I know it's dark. The coroner just showed up, so that's what you can see, all the flashlights moving around. But this all started again around 1:15, where police say a man was found laying by a car who had been shot. Officers did try to save him, but he did end up dying right there in front of the car. 2 other people we know were shot as well. They were taken to a hospital, and we know they're in critical condition this morning. Right now, there's 3 cars that are being investigated, one where the person was found, and then 2 other cars. You know, a suspect, they're still looking for someone right now. They know, police have said that it's a sports-style car, 2 doors, and it's a dark-colored car. So just keep your eyes peeled. I know that's not a lot to go on, but keep your eyes peeled if you've seen something like that, if you've heard anything, or you were in the area and might have seen a car like that. Give police a call. They need your help right now. They're looking for any sort of witness. This is the 14th homicide of 2019 that police are investigating, so it is important, if you know anything, give them a call. Roosevelt, I'll say right now, is still closed. Police have that taped off, so if you are in this area, you're going to have to go around, stay clear of this area. We'll be out here for the rest of the morning and try and learn more as people start to wake up. Hopefully we'll hear more from neighbors and see what they may have heard or seen early this morning. Suzanne, back to you.
All right, Isabella, thanks so much for that update. We will continue to update you with the latest as we learn more information from out there. And of course, we'll keep you updated right here on KARK4 Today and our website, KARK.com. We encourage you to download our mobile app, where we first broke the news to you this morning.
There are going to have to be a number of different employees that may or may not have to be laid off.
Keeping the city budget in the black may come at a price for some Little Rock employees. The mayor said that sales tax revenues have been going down for over a decade now, but spending hasn't gone down with it. Rebecca Jeffrey reports that as the mayor works to find funds for his Safe City initiative, he's also working to balance an overspent budget.
We have to get our spending under control. So that's number 1.
A storm has hit the rainy day fund for the city of Little Rock.
We'll go from $40 million to $33 million.
The 2018 budget took $7 million out, and the 2019 budget is already projected to take out another $2.2 million.
We cannot be a bank to other organizations, and we got to make those tough decisions.
No one ever says the hard part is we don't have anything else to cut.
75% of the city budget pays employee salaries.
But a more manageable personnel cost should be around 65%.
Meaning salaries or city positions could be cut. This discussion comes on the heels of the mayor's Safe City initiative, where he wants to add 100 police officers in the next 5 years.
It's interesting that we're on one hand talking about cutting, and then on the same hand talking about spending more.
It would cost the city $1.6 million for every 20 officers, which doesn't include training, vehicles, or the proposed body cameras, according to the finance director, Sarah Lanahan.
We have to make certain that public safety is a priority.
In the meantime, the mayor has asked program directors to crunch numbers, as well as launching a performance audit.
We may not need to spend X amount of dollars anymore because we're not receiving those results.
The mayor says the research will create strategic and data-driven cuts to help make the city fiscally fit for the future.
And that was Rebecca Jeffrey reporting. Mayor Scott Jr. said he'll be working with the chief finance director and the city manager to come up with about 3 different budget amendments for the board to vote on. He said he wants to have it ready no later than June. Your time right now is 4:34. Weather on the 4th, meteorologist Natalie Walters. Hey, Nat.
Good morning, everyone. Talking about a warmer day today. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Not too bad of an afternoon. We're looking at cloudier skies. Not as pleasant as yesterday, but we're going to look at a few showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two popping up by this afternoon, especially off to the west. We'll keep our eye out for that. But otherwise, not too bad of a day ahead. Sunrise, 6:35, sunset, 7:43, with temperatures across the area, again, on the mild to warm side by this afternoon. We're talking about some severe weather across the state, too. This is the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook. The best chance for severe storms is going to be across portions of western Arkansas. That's where we have the yellow. That's our slight risk, 15% risk of seeing a severe storm within 25 miles of a point. Damaging winds, they're going to be the primary concern. Some large hail. Tornado risk is there, but lower. Bigger severe weather threats going to be further off to the west. In fact, a lot of these storms going to weaken as they push their way into central Arkansas. Just the timing of this storm system as it makes its way through doesn't really add up to a big severe weather threat across the state, but something we're going to watch out for nonetheless. Have those weather radios ready. It only takes, of course, just one strong to severe storm to cause damage, so you still do want to be weather aware, but just a greater severe weather threat for areas off to the west. So 60 for the temperature right now. It's mild. Feels like 60, of course, with temperatures across the region, 50s and 60s. We got 60 temperature in Searcy, 64 temperature up in Batesville, and compared to this time yesterday, 11 degrees warmer in Clinton. It's a little bit of a warmer start to the day with mid-70s this afternoon. Now, we do have the clouds across the state. Skies will overall be mostly cloudy as we check into this afternoon before our next storm system arrives from the west to bring us those rain and storms overnight. So you can see here on your forecast track, could see a shower or two, maybe a storm this afternoon, but those rain chances really pick up overnight. This is 1 a.m. Looking at storms making their way into central Arkansas. Could be looking at some on the strong to severe side, pushing off to the east as that front continues to push its way through the state, and then bringing a small severe weather risk to portions of eastern Arkansas tomorrow as well. So that extended forecast does show temperatures across the state that are very pleasant this Easter weekend, 80 on Easter Sunday. A little cooler, though. Good Friday, getting up to 64. Now that's a look at your forecast. Stay with us. Coming up, it's your Pig Trail Nation report.
From the Arkansas Storm Team. Now, this tornado is getting very near.
You can't be an outlaw without breaking a few rules. And the new class of Bad Boy Mowers Outlaws shatters every rule for power, performance, cut, and comfort in your bad boy country.
Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
At Malco Motors, we're more than just a car, we're family. And it's this type of service that keeps our customers coming back for more.
This is my 8th car. I just love Malco.
We were so happy with the purchase of our first truck that we decided that we needed a second car, and we got this one for her.
This is my family's 6th purchase here.
My mom would tell me all the time how happy she is with Malco. Now I'm a customer. This is my 3rd.
Come see us in Benton. We'll get you financed into a better car today.
Malco Motors, more than just a car.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
It's our spring sale at Family Leisure.
Huge savings on patio furniture, pools and spas, fire pits, barbecue islands, grills, and more. Spring sale going on now at Family Leisure.
We took North Atlantic lobster and whole fillets of batter dipped fish and said, hey, let's put those bad boys on a bun. It's the new seafood sandwiches from Captain D's. What a fish sandwich should be. Gonna need both hands when the captain is called. Captain D's.
Hello, folks. Joey Goshen here at Red River Dodge Chrysler Jeep in beautiful Heber Springs, Arkansas. Thank you for making us #1 in the state.
Folks, at Red River, we are.
We are Ram.
We are Jeep.
We are Dodge.
We are Chrysler.
We are Fiat. And we are commercial.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep needs, make that beautiful drive right here to Heber Springs, or you can always check us out online at redriverdodge.com during the spring sales event.
Watch KARK4, local news that matters.
Advanced Alarm Technologies, putting home security and family safety at your fingertips. With our custom full home automation, you can protect your family no matter where you are. Advanced Alarm Technologies.
Put our law enforcement experience to work for you. Advanced Alarm Technologies.
Now, from Fayetteville, high on the hill, this is your Big Trail Nation Report. Powered by your Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealers.
Hey, what's up? Just the second matchup ever against an in-state school for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Little Rock visited 2 weeks ago and pulled the upset. Last night, it was Arkansas Pine Bluff getting a shot at the Hogs, led by Dave Van Horn. Let's pick it up with a midweek start for Connor Nolan. He works with perfect first, getting Justin Robbins swinging. He went 2, struck out 2, allowed 2 hits. Bottom 1, Trevor Ezell. This one sets the tone for the offense, which had a great approach all night. Ezell down the right field line. He's going to look for 3, and Ezell, who had 3 hits on the night, gets a triple. He scored 4 times for the Razorbacks. Casey Martin follows, drops one into center, and the sophomore from Lone Oak with the base knock to make it 1-0 Arkansas. 3 hits, 4 RBIs on the night for Martin. 2 batters later, Dominic Fletcher lays one down. Trouble for the Pine Bluff defense, and the throw is high. That's going to allow Martin to come in to score to make it 2-0 Razorbacks. Still in the first, Hessen Kerstad. Left center, 3-0 Razorbacks. Haws would score 5 times in the first, and they go on to win this thing in 7. Final 16-4. Dominic Fletcher homered in this game. He had 4 RBIs, and the Razorbacks now will turn around and get set for a big SEC series with Mississippi State at home. A Pine Bluff native on hand to watch this historic matchup between UAPB and Arkansas. Torrey Hunter, who was selected to 5 All-Star games during his time in the show.
It's awesome, man. You know, Van Horn is probably one of the guys here, and Carlos James probably spearheaded this thing and to make it happen. And so I appreciate Van Horn, Coach Van Horn, and Coach Carlos James for a great job of bringing the two together.
With SEC Championship set to tee off today, momentum is on Brooke Matthews' side after winning 3 matches last week. Matthews, the SEC Golfer of the Week, won co-medalist honors in the Razorbacks event in Athens, Georgia. That was her first medalist honor as a Razorback. The Rogers native was the only Arkansas golfer to win all 3 of her matches there. So all the best to Shauna Taylor's program. That is sports, Big Trail Nation. Have a great day.
Charlie's Paint and Body, a state-of-the-art collision repair facility recognized by automobile manufacturers. Charlie's has the highest level of training available, so we can give you a lifetime warranty and customer satisfaction every time. Come see us today.
Weather coverage from the Arkansas Storm Team. Now this tornado is getting very near the end of...
Looks like people are really happy with the ease of the Sign Then Drive event. With practically just your signature, you can get a 2019 Volkswagen Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. You've seen me in my commercials and on the radio telling you about auctions and why you should try out this new thing on the market. But this new thing is really a form of marketing and selling that has been around since the founding of America and well before that, dating back to the Roman Empire. Auctions have been around for hundreds of years because they are effective and efficient and get the highest market value for your assets. When it comes time to sell your real estate or your personal property, why don't you let me reintroduce you to the newest, oldest form of marketing and selling. Since 1938, Better Auctions or Blackman Auctions.
Forget festivals. Have you been to a Rallies and Checkers Feastable? The headliner is tender, juicy steak for $2. We're talking Philly cheese steak on a juicy burger, smothered in cheese. Steak covered in French onion sauce and crispy onions on a sizzling beef patty and toasted bun. There's even steak loaded up on fries and melting with cheese. Everything's covered in steak. That's how you know it's a Feastable. The Feastable of steak, just $2 each. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
What's your more? More money and more time to devote to your favorite cause. The Powerball jackpot is now more than $100 million. So get your ticket to more today. What's your more? With Powerball drawings of at least $40 million every Wednesday and Saturday, more of the life you want is waiting. Get your ticket to more.
Since I'm test driving now, shouldn't it be drive, then sign, then drive again?
I think we're gonna need a bigger banner.
The Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event. With practically just your signature, you can get a 2019 Volkswagen Tiguan for $0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Good morning, everyone. 4:44 is your time. Let's talk about that forecast for today. Talking about the potential for some strong to severe storms through the overnight hours. We're going to look at a cold front begin to make its way into the state, potentially bringing some strong to severe storms with some damaging winds, large hail, tornado risk. It's low, but it is there. It's something we'll talk about, but you can see that orange off to the west. That's our enhanced risk through portions of Oklahoma into Texas, to Kansas. That's where the greater severe weather risk is going to be with these storms for today, sort of weakening as they push their way into central Arkansas. But we got a quiet start out there currently. Temperature in Little Rock 60. Dew point sitting at 52, so it is a mild start to the morning with temperatures across the state, 50s and 60s, 55 Clinton, 60 in Searcy, 66 the temperature in Hot Springs, and compared to this time yesterday is a little warmer. So if you enjoyed yesterday morning, thought yesterday morning was nice and pleasant, even warmer this morning, but you may want to pack an umbrella with you just in case. Not as much sunshine today, that's for sure. Already looking at cloud cover stretched across central Arkansas. Looking at skies partly to mostly cloudy as we check into this afternoon. I would say just mostly cloudy to overcast by this afternoon before our next cold front begins to push its way in. So timing out those storm chances, could see a shower or two popping up by later today, but it's really this evening. This is 7 p.m. Could see a little bit of activity down through portions of southwest Arkansas. Better chance overnight. So this is 1 a.m. Line of showers and thunderstorms and potentially some of the strong to severe side overnight into early tomorrow morning. Again, posing all modes of severe weather, damaging winds, that primary concern. And then into tomorrow, your severe weather risk does push its way eastward, east of the Mississippi River, still with just an active day across the state tomorrow, with some clearing conditions across the region heading into the day on Thursday evening, followed by Friday, even a little bit of a lingering shower or two possible into your Friday afternoon. But things quieter through the end of the week and this weekend, especially after the rainy last weekend we had. It's shaping up beautifully. So for tomorrow, the severe weather risk does push its way eastward, of course, with rainfall also a big story. Could be looking at 1 to 3 inches of precipitation across portions of southern Arkansas, so flash flooding is going to be a concern as well as we check into tomorrow. So here's a look at that extended forecast. Temperatures across the state in the 80s even this weekend, upper 70s, 80s, Easter Sunday. Going to be great for this Easter weekend. Suzanne?
All right, thank you, Natalie. Dozens of small fires sparked up in Searcy County after a truck driver picked up a load of charcoal dust. Little did the driver know the load had hot spots in it, and here was the result. We have a picture for you right here. About 30 to 40 fires scattered all along U.S. Route 65 from Leslie to Western Grove. That's a 35-mile stretch, just to put that in perspective for you. The sheriff says the driver picked up the load around 4 p.m. Tuesday near Marshall. Shortly after, every firefighter in the county was out there fighting the pop-up fires. The latest report from the sheriff said no buildings had been hit by the fires. We'll keep you updated as we learn more information.
I am the captain of this protest, and I've asked to speak to Chief Humphrey or Mayor Scott. That would help us avoid a confrontation.
Calls for justice in the heart of the capital city lead into parts of the Tuesday afternoon rush hour. As you can see here, protesters shut down traffic on Markham near Broadway, including the Broadway Bridge. As you heard, they asked to speak with the new Little Rock Police Chief, Keith Humphrey, or the mayor about charges being filed against Officer Charles Starks. This in relation to the February shooting that killed Bradley Blackshire. Chief Humphrey met with protesters in the middle of Markham. Take a look.
All I ask is that you all I know it's been 53 days, but give me an opportunity to review the case, which I'm doing, okay? Give me an opportunity to meet with the prosecuting attorney, but I cannot guarantee you all, I can't guarantee you that you're gonna have a solution tomorrow.
Yeah, the group threatened to protest courtrooms and the Pulaski County prosecutor's home. Traffic was shut down for less than an hour. Because health matters, a second child flu death has been reported in Arkansas as the season total climbs to 106 now. This according to the Arkansas Department of Health. DHS says it is aware of that 28 schools closed briefly due to the flu this year. So it's important to note that the department says 71% of the adults were unvaccinated or had an unknown vaccine history. So they urge you to get the flu shot if you haven't already. You can see the full report right now by going to our website, KARK.com. Arkansas voters could soon show digital IDs on their phones to cast their ballot. In 2017, state lawmakers passed a measure to require Arkansans to show an ID at the polls. In 2018, voters approved the law to be written into the state constitution. Now this year, the legislature passed another law to allow voters to show an electronic ID when the technology becomes available. They anticipate that within the next 2 years. Two groups of healthcare professionals can't see eye to eye on a new state law. It allows optometrists in Arkansas to perform certain eye procedures, but they claim they have been educated at a much higher level than state law allows them to practice. Ophthalmologists argue they should be the only ones allowed to do any type of surgery. We have been told that certain ophthalmologists have now stopped referring patients to optometrists. 4:50 is your time right now because safety matters. An Arkansas man calls 911 to report a stolen laptop in Little Rock, but doesn't connect with the right agency until his fourth call. The law will transfer the state to Next Generation 911 to process all types of emergency contacts, from voice to text to multimedia. And as Jesse Tenor reports, many believe it is the right call.
Grant County 911, where's your emergency?
I'm trying to get Little Rock 911.
Gary Burris called for help after someone stole his computer out of his car.
I was robbed at MacArthur Park, and I only get a computer when you call Little Rock Police.
But when the dispatcher tried to transfer him,
You have reached the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Hello? Press 1. For the investigation...
Sir, hold on just a second.
You have reached Arkansas State Police Troop A in Little Rock. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911.
What do you do? There's a problem.
Sir, I'm getting an automated message with all of them.
Burris called 911 and had to leave the Little Rock Park to get the right agency on the phone.
When I finally got somebody, I said I could bleed to death out here.
The Grant County 911 coordinator, Randall Berry, tells us his office couldn't transfer Burris's cell phone call to Pulaski County or state police because neither have the infrastructure in place to receive it.
Let's get the system right. I mean, this could hurt people.
The same week Burris was robbed, the Arkansas legislature passed a law to fund upgrades and expansions to the state's 911 system. While Berry says this is an answer to the confusion, Burris is still left to question if police will catch his laptop thief.
But I'm watching you. I know who you are. I'll get
That was Jesse Tenor reporting. The new law will pay for the improvements by increasing a phone tax by 30 cents per month for each device. That includes tablets and others that use data. It will also add a 10% tax onto prepaid cell phones. The second half of KARK4 Today continues right here in just a few minutes. At 5 o'clock, we're going to go live from Cross Street, where Isabella Moeller has more information on the early morning shooting. Then at 5:40, what the Russo brothers had to say about footage of the new Avengers movie leaking early. We're going to have all that along with your weather and sports coming up on KARK4 Today.
Do lose power. You can continue to watch us here online. We'll be here through the duration of the...
Have you suffered through an extended power outage? If you haven't, you probably will at some point. Besides losing all the comfort of your home, how will you keep your home cool? If you depend on vital medical equipment that needs a constant source of power, an outage for you could be devastating. Our generators come on automatically, can run a few basics or your entire home and add value to your home. Tri-State has grown to be one of the largest standby generator companies in the country, and our exclusive home generator has the best warranty in the industry. 10 years parts and labor. That more than doubles our competitors. If you've been thinking about getting a standby generator, give us a call. Set up a free home evaluation and get up to $1,000 off with 0 down and payments as low as $139 a month. Why wait? Call today.
Tri-State Water and Air. Tri-State Water and Air. One call, we'll be right there.
Hi, I'm Dave, and that's me after I've been drinking and become Spring Break Dave. Spring Break Dave is pretty smooth with the ladies, or at least he thinks so. He's gonna make some mistakes, and that's okay, just as long as they don't involve drinking and driving. That's why I plan a safe ride home before the party started.
Plan while you can before the party starts, so you don't drink, drive, go to jail.
Worldwide Weapons in Bryant is your one-stop shop for all your firearm needs. We offer a huge selection of new and used weapons with everything from hunting rifles, handguns, and shotguns to tactical rifles, cowboy action pistols, and collectible firearms. Worldwide Weapons also has a huge selection of knives and archery equipment in stock. Come by today and see what makes Worldwide Weapons your best bet for your next firearm purchase. With over 1,000 guns in stock and layaway available, only at Worldwide Weapons.
The powerfully versatile Audi Q5. Get an exceptional offer on this Q5 at your local Audi dealer.
Good morning, everyone. Taking a look at that school day forecast. Kids heading out to the bus stop this morning, mild. May want to pack along an umbrella with you just in case, as we do see a few showers developing by later today, but we'll stay pretty quiet. Mostly cloudy skies, starting out about 60 and then getting up into the mid-70s by this afternoon. Overall, still comfortable temperature-wise, but we will be looking at some small rain chances for later into the day. So things out there currently on the calm side, but that will change overnight. Talking about the risk for some strong to severe storms. This is the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook. Slight risk for severe storms across portions of western Arkansas. This is for the overnight hours. The greater risk is going to be off to the west, though, but we're talking about damaging winds as a primary concern. Could see some large hail. Small tornado risk is there, too, with as we check into tomorrow, that risk pushing eastward as we do get that front to push its way off to the east. But notice Little Rock in the green, that marginal risk. Still a risk. We could see a strong to severe storm, but the way the system's timed out, storm system sort of falls apart as it pushes into central Arkansas and then re-intensifies as it heads its way off to the east. But either way, we're still going to monitor for some strong to severe storms. Have those weather radios on and ready. We've got 60s across the state, 60 in Russellville, 55 temperature in Clinton. Notice throughout the day it's going to be warm, mid-70s across the region, followed by things in the 60s overnight. Now tomorrow, a cold front does begin to push its way in. We'll talk about those upper 60s and eventually cooling off Friday morning, 40s and 50s. And then only in the 60s as we check into your Friday afternoon and evening. So satellite and radar showing things quiet across the state currently. Got a calm start to your morning, and eventually our storm system to the west does begin to head its way into the state. We'll be looking at potentially some strong to severe storms across the area as we check overnight and into the start of the day tomorrow as well. We'll be keeping our eye up for some of those storms across the region. But looking great for this Easter weekend.
That's what we want to hear.
Yes.
Coming up in the next 2 hours of KARK4 today, we're helping you get ready for Easter with some brunch recipes. We're going to have Pulaski Tech cooks give us a few tips.
And another look at the forecast. Pat will keep you updated on that severe weather threat.